everybody, this is Mayor Hunter Larkin, and today I have Amanda Treadwell here with the Goddard's Lion Club and the Goddard Chamber of Commerce, and this is our episode of Goddard at a Glance, and we're just going to talk about a few things today with Amanda. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you being here. Of course, of course. We're going to talk about a few things that Amanda's been working on, and I'll let you kind of start with the community center and how that all has came about with doing different renovations, some of the things that you've been doing with the community center. I know that we've had several meetings, so we'll start with the community center and just kind of talk about everything that you kind of envision and see get updated with the current one.
Okay. Well, first off, the community center I've always seen as like a hub for the community, a place that they can all gather, offer resources, and the ability to connect with others through different programs, such as currently the Women's Club uses it. Right. There's an exercise class. There's games for seniors. The Lions Club uses it. The Chamber uses it. The library uses it. So if we didn't have a community center, it would really be hard for all of us to connect and have the space and the resources to be able to do that. Right. So that's why when the renovation opportunity came up, I really wanted to make sure that we took this opportunity to make it not only more beautiful, but more functional for all of the organizations and clubs and people that use it. Even in addition to the community that rents it out to use it for parties and special events and things like that. But, you know, how can we improve it to where it helps everybody and increases that use? So
one of the things, we got about a $150,000 budget. One with the library, and then we're going to spend the remaining funds on the community center. And one of the things was the infrastructure of the building. We're going to have to put all of those jacks to support it because the ground's kind of sloping. But besides that, we had that community center meeting, and we had different people show up. Talk about what was some of the input that we got and some of the things that we plan on doing with it.
I really love that we have that opportunity as a community to be able to come together and have that meeting and draw a lot of the community in, because through that there were ideas that brought up that even myself and the council and the city had not thought of. So that's the great thing about involving more people, is that you get a lot of those ideas. So some of the things that were brought up was, one of the obvious ones is Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Right now, currently, every organization or group that uses it, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Lions Club, we all bring our own individual Wi-Fi network. And so having Wi-Fi in there just opens it up to where everybody has the option to be able to use it. In addition to hopefully improving some video and audio capabilities. So when we have a meeting in there, being able to show a presentation, being able to have the audio that allows us to, you know, show a movie or
we're going to get a new projector. We'll get a new projector in, and so that'll be good. What about some of the I know a discussion on that was some of the art and things, and kind of renovating that common space. Maybe talk about the kitchen a little bit, and what do we see there? So in the kitchen, talking to a lot of the clubs and organizations that use it, and what they would like to do in the future that they feel like they're a little challenged with right now. Was the functionality of the kitchen, the mobility of the kitchen, the space, counter space being one of the biggest things. The library expressed that they'd like to do some cooking classes and offer some things like that. So right now with the current layout of it, it's a little bit challenging. We have way more cabinets than we have counter space, and those cabinets are dishes that have been in there that have not been used for years. Long time.
So exploring the idea of getting rid of some of those cabinets, increasing some counter space, just really being thoughtful and intentional about what we put in there.
Functionality.
Definitely. As well as health and safety, hand washing station, things like that. So that's what's the focus for the kitchen area.
And then, so in the common area, we're going to probably sand the floor, right, and restain it. And then we'll throw up some paint. The old wood paneling on the walls, we'll probably take that off.
I'll shave many years off of it.
Yeah. And then one of the concerns was, well, if we take that wood paneling off, it's almost acted as like a chair scuffer.
A barrier and a protection for the
so
chairs.
we'll put a perimeter so the chairs and everything can still rub up against,
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of options for us to update that.
But we're going to do it in a physically responsible way. We're going to make sure that we stay within budget. And I guess I just want to bring up the point, and we've already talked about this, that this is not to not do a community center eventually one day, but this is to help maintain the real estate that the city owns right now.
Yeah.
And do you have any input on that?
Yeah, I mean, that community center that we have now is in the middle and the heart of Goddard right now. So even with the goal in the future to have a larger community center, we don't want to lose what we've already got. You want to maintain that building. You want to continue to take care of it because that building is still going to be a resource and an asset for us in the future. So you do want to take care of it because the Main Street is almost like a reflection of our city.
100%.
So it's super important that we focus on our Main Street. One of the things I wanted to bring up, which was a really great idea that I think a lot of people will be excited about, is the bathrooms.
Yes.
So in the bathrooms, the plan is to make both bathrooms available to all the public, boys and girls, so that way you don't have to wait for one or the other. But also that gives us the ability to change what's currently the men's bathroom into a family bathroom with a changing table.
That's going to be,
so that was something that was brought up by one of the community members that we didn't even think about. So that's awesome to be able to update that, as well as tiling it for easy cleaning and health and safety. So there's a lot of great things that are going to be coming in the community center.
So let's shift gears here and talk about the community garden a little bit. So I'll give you a little bit of the backstory. So that ground that the community garden is currently located on is going to be homes. And so we ran into the predicament of where we're going to put the new community garden. And you and Mr. Funky came along with a ride with Brooke Brandenburg, and we looked at a site. What do you think about the site? Give me that day, and so the viewers can kind of know behind the scenes what's been going on and all of your contribution to that as well.
The community center, relocating it is super important to find it in a place that's going to be more accessible to the community. I think there's been a lot of people that maybe didn't know there was a community center or community garden, or knew that they could use it or where it was located.
Right.
So I think the location that we're looking at to have it is on Walnut Street, right across from the bus barn, Goddard Transportation. So there's a little space over there by the row of trees that works perfectly. The current footprint will fit perfectly over there. The great thing is it already has water, it already has utilities over there, so that helps us save in cost and being able to relocate it. But what I'm so excited about for that location is that it is still kind of in the heart of Goddard. It's very accessible to the trail, to the park. Also, we can use this location as a way to connect to our schools and our students. There used to be a garden at Challenger. There used to be a garden club.
Okay.
And 2 years ago, that discontinued. So there's still a interest in that. So I think this will be really great because Discovery's right there, CDS and Challenger, to where maybe hopefully we can have a plot for the kids and do for, gardening and learning things and, teaching them how to take care of a garden and respecting the garden. Because I know that's a concern for some is, do we want, people to come in there and vandalize it or, have issues? But I think if we teach our students and our children to respect it and how to actually work a garden, I don't think we'll have that issue.
Right. And we won't be losing anything. We'll be actually adding kind of a few more benefits depending on the budget, but I'd possibly like to put in those raised flower beds and the raised gardens, and we'll have the storage shed still there, maybe put some lighting in since we got electric out there. So I think it'll be a plus instead of a minus. What do you think?
Oh yeah, I do. And what I'm excited about is, so David A. Curtis, the community garden is named after David A. Curtis, a longtime resident in Goddard, and who has, spent a lot of time with that garden. Also John Turns, he's one that's been working it now. And so we're talking with those gentlemen, trying to get together a garden committee to where we want to honor them and being able to do what they've done already and get their input and have them continue to carry on, and then add additional of our community members to be able to be a part of it. So
we're not going to change the name. We're going to keep it the same.
Yep, keep it the same. Move the sign over. But raised gardens was a new thing that we were looking at. There's about 18 plots currently over there right now. So keeping that footprint, if not adding more, looking at maybe some benches in there, putting a really nice fence around it. So we're looking at all those ideas. So I would encourage anybody that is interested in gardening, has a green thumb, contact us at the Goddard Lions Club. We would love to get you involved in that. We want the whole community to be a part of it, the planning, putting it together. And I think it will be fun for once we get started on it, maybe there will be some projects that the community can actually do, painting or putting stuff together. Because, if we're working it and being involved.
Get everybody involved.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about it.
So if anybody from the community that's watching this wants to be more involved in some of the things that you're working on, how do they best contact you, or maybe contact the Lions Club, or how do they get involved in everything that you're working on?
So I just want to remind everybody, I'm a community member. I'm just like you. You're like me. So I started as a community member, just wanted to be of service, and just looked for opportunities in the community to do that. And the Lions Club was one of the avenues that I took to do that, as well as the chamber and some other things as well. So you can do it too. So whether you are part of the Lions Club or you're part of any other organizations here in town, or even if you're not, get involved. Contact us. We will help you with volunteer opportunities, or if you want to be aligned, we'll help you with that. But no matter what, we just want you to get involved in the community and help out. So if you go to our Lions Club, Goddard Lions Club Facebook page, just hit message us, and you can contact us, or you can contact me, Amanda Treadwell, at 316-461-6962. And I will be the incoming president in July for the Goddard Lions Club. So I'm super excited about that. We have a lot of plans. So if you're looking to have some fun and be of service, and come serve with us together.
Awesome. Well, I got one more thing, and that's our award that we have sitting right here. So once a month, I've been wanting to recognize some of the people like Amanda who have been putting a lot of effort into this community, because you get nothing out of this other than you want to help other people in this community. And I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you've been doing. It's a lot of work. I know it. People don't realize behind the scenes what all is going on, and you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So thank you. And I wanted to give you this award. And,
thank you.
And I hope that you continue to keep bringing more light in Goddard, because you're really helping out, and you're making Goddard shine so much more. So thank you, and it's my honor to present you the award. So hopefully you put it somewhere.
Nice.
Hopefully you put it somewhere where it don't break. It looks a little fragile. But thank you so much, Amanda. And do you have anything else that you'd like to say?
The only thing I want to say is, coming into, the second half of this year, I really want to focus on just the stronger together. The more we come together as a community, the stronger we're going to be. We're going to go through a really big growth period over the next, 3 to 10 years. And we want to be prepared for that. So, and the only way we're going to do that is if we all work together to do that. So, I always # stronger together, Goddard.
Perfect. Well, thank you. And thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in with Goddard at a Glance, and we'll talk to you next time.